Hey everyone, Rayman here. Got Volithan doing a attack that we haven't really seen yet. I mean, on one level it's a GoHo, a shattered GoHo, but you see the healers down here. He's gonna do an Archer Queen walk. Gonna get several defenses and some of the trash cleaned up along the side. So drops the healers, dropping a couple wizards, and I don't know if this was necessarily required because these wizards don't do anything else other than take out this building, which does help make sure the queen goes the right direction. I'm not sure if that could have been accomplished. It probably could have been done with just one, but not a big deal. So he's got 4 max healers, getting hit by an Expo, 2 cannons. Goes ahead and uses the Archer Queen ability. And pretty soon, I think she's going to get out of range. The Expo, yeah, just right there, since it's air and ground. He saves a healer for the golems. Which again, not necessarily sure what the point of that was. Other than just, let them last longer into the raid. And, the king is going to get the benefit of it as well, because he's pretty much going to stick with the golems. As a jump to make sure he gets into Archer Queen. That would have been really far to expect her to jump out. But already, can't even send in Hog's Head. He's got 30% of the base and the town hall. Hogs are coming in, doing a sort of a surgical drop, just in case there's giant bombs right here. He doesn't want to get all his hogs wrecked. But he's got 2 golems. His Barb King's down now, but he's got 2 golems, an Archer Queen in the base. The rest of the hogs coming in on these defenses over here, keeping the main group, or the first group, going into the core and staying away from this potential double giant bomb spot. Which they weren't there. I didn't see where the other 2 giant bombs were. Might have just completely pathed around them. As you see the 2 right here that were triggered. This was a cleanup attack, so he had the benefit of knowing where at least some of the traps were. As a pocket wizard for over on the left side, but totally smashed his base. Had at least 15 seconds left at the end. One of the healers is still up. Again, not necessarily sure if the healer is required there. Maybe the AQ ability could have been saved later. But notice he still had a heal spell left over, which, he drops it just because at the end. Foul points, I guess, right in the middle of the base. And the poison. So yeah, one of the things to note with queen walks, with healers behind them, it's especially effective on the types of bases that you would typically use surgical hogs on. We'll go back and we'll look at the base itself at number 4. The war was over a long time ago. They pretty much 2-starred everything, and we didn't think they were going to get any further. Alright, so when you're looking around the base, you've got somewhat spread, lots of giant bomb spots. But the point when you start thinking about an Archer Queen walk is all these point defense. And there's a few ways to do an Archer Queen walk. You can use giant strategically placed to tank point defense, or a golem in places that would take a little bit longer, because 4 healers is a big investment, or even just 3. But so he sticks the healers on. The Archer Queen is going to take out, actually goes along the trash and at least the first layer of buildings. This building, I think, is out of range, but this one is not. You're looking at that many spaces. That's 5 spaces over. I'm not sure if she could quite hit those, but she's going to take out this trash ring, reducing cleanup time. And the main thing you need to do is make sure she goes the right direction. So either have a camp as a nice little funnel break, or just another building that's nicely spaced, which you saw with the wizards. And then she comes along the side, and she'll take out these defenses. And the trick is knowing how much healing you need. And something that'll you saw affecting him was the air sweeper turned around and pointed, and was pushing the healers away, making the healing less effective. But you're gonna let the Archer Queen walk around on the side. You funneled her, taking away her path, going one direction, sending her the way you want to go. And then you pick a spot to come in. He chose right here, which is an excellent spot. Wall breaker in, jump. And one of the things I really like about Shattered, and you should always, almost always, commit to bring a jump spell to a Shattered GoHo, because you want your golems to get all the way into the core. They're going to be taking expos and any point defense that are in the core. That way, when you do your surgical hogs on the point defense or on the outside, you don't have to worry about these defenses up here. You're going to have your Archer Queen going in, you're going to have your Barb King going in, and maybe a few wizards. And so you're not really worried about that. Also, you have all this trash over here. You want the trash out of the way, before you send in your troops, so you don't lure this prematurely. But the Archer Queen does a really good job of doing that. And with him, he's got a level 20 queen. It's definitely worth it to start looking at doing Archer Queen walks with a level 20 queen, especially if you're dealing with some town 08 point defense. But this base is pretty well upgraded, except for cannons. I believe it is maxed. So just a really good job there. Actually, the mortars aren't maxed, but mortars aren't that big of a deal for most war raids. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the attack. I'm out.